Hey y'all, happy Sunday. It's still my birthday weekend, so I got me my favorite blue claw crabs. I didn't feel like cooking them and getting the beer, and I didn't feel like all that. So got my son to go pick me up some from the spot. And if you know, you know. Let me show you. You can see them. Trying to get this camera right. All right, got a dozen of them. They're a little, somewhat small. They look meaty though. I got them like, ooh, that's a little spicy. I like them medium spicy, but not too hot. Let me back this camera up so you can really see. Ooh, let's put it. Should be able to see them. So, yeah, see, these ain't that. They meaty though. They melts. They're real good. They got like different sizes there. I didn't really get the big ones. I think they had, I called them because they close early on Sundays. And I wanted to make sure they had them. I mean, sell out. So he said he had 30s, 35s, and I think 45. And I think they had some for like 65 a dozen or something. Something like that. But I said I'll just go with the 35s. I usually get the shrimp with them, but I just said, you know what? I'll just do the crabs. It's like a little appetizer. I've been craving some blue claw crabs for a while. I've been so busy with work. I didn't get around to getting them. And I said, you know what? Let me get a dozen. Who else like blue claw crabs? Because they're my favorite. Snow crabs, I gotta really be in the mood for them. I mean, I'll eat them. I'll buy them from the market and cook them. But I gotta really be in the taste for the blue claw. I mean the snow crabs. I can eat the blue claw a lot. Now, I never had crawfish. I wanted to try some in Louisiana, but I never got around to it. And I hate to buy some and then I don't like them because they ain't cooked right or something. And I don't eat clams or mussels. My mom, she like clams raw. I just like the crabs and shrimp. And he made some fish, but I haven't even made no fish in a while. But I used to eat crabs like 3-4 times a week. Before I moved, there was a spot around the way. I used to always go there and get them. Anybody that know me know. I love my blue claw crabs. I don't eat them as much as I used to. But I'll treat myself to them from time to time. But now that the weather breaking, I mean, I can eat them all year round, but when the weather start breaking and start getting warm, that's the best time to get them. Because in the winter, I mean, the other spots, they got them, but they be all, sometimes they be, you know, got to clean them and all that. Especially if you're cooking them in a pot. Because I used to always cook mine with beer in a pot. Go to the truck, get them. But then I just go and get somebody else to make them. Yeah, but this is now my son, he eats seafood, but he don't eat it all like that. But he like crabs, but he said it's too much work for these little ones. He'll prefer the snow crabs, but he'll eat these though. Now my daughter, she likes shrimp, but she not really a seafood eater like that. She don't like crabs at all. But yes, one time they was real big, and usually I can eat like a whole dozen. See this one? See, they not. I think he mixed them up. Let me see, because I'm telling you, see, these ain't really that, they're not really that big, but they meaty though. But them other ones, one time, if you see my other video, them things was huge. Especially if I get the shrimp, their shrimp is like jumbo. I definitely got full. They were so meaty. See, these are already seasoned to perfection. Butter, garlic. Medium spicy. I like that. I gotta have my crabs. Gotta have some spice to it. But not to the point where I can't enjoy them. That's too much. Haven't had much in it. How y'all Sunday going? Mine's been quiet, relaxed. The week can go by so fast. And then it's right back to work. Now everybody eat their crabs the way they eat them. To each his own. I'm going to eat mine the way I eat them. I know some states, they some of them boil them, some steam them. I know down in like Maryland, I think they do both. If you're watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. It don't cost you nothing. I think a little shell was mixed in there. Yeah, all my crab eaters, they know. You do a crab eater, a dozen, you can go through them with no problem. My aunt, she a crab eater too. She like the Dungeness crabs, but they eat the blue crawl too. They got their spots where they go. Is it in my hair? If you watch my last vlog, you know that my birthday was yesterday. And we celebrated at, we had my birthday dinner at Capital Grille. Very nice. Customer service was great. Food was delicious. A kiss to the chef, because food was very flavorful. Trust me, I'm a foodie. If I don't like something, you're gonna know. That little spice. Ain't nothing like some cold water, I tell you. Yeah, but I enjoyed myself. If you ain't never been there, lamb chops was 10 out of 10. And the mashed potatoes was flavorful. And the garlic spinach was good too. My daughter said she liked it. Her food was good too, the grilled chicken. And my mom and my son, they had the salmon. They said everything was flavorful. It was worth it. They don't owe us nothing. It was a long day yesterday. And my cake didn't go to waste. I think it's like a little piece left. That's why I didn't get a big one. It wasn't necessary. Mm, 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 mm. Got that fresh garlic. You know, when you craving something, when you finally get it, it tastes real good. Mm. You know, everything closed early on Sundays, so I told my son, I said, you gotta get there on time. They be closing up. So he got there in enough time till I called. Them kind of places, they make so much business. They can close at 6 o'clock. They still taking orders. 5:30, 5:45. Some places stop taking orders at a certain time, but not them. Mm. Yeah, but it's definitely nice. I highly recommend if you're looking for whatever state you in. They should have a Capital Grill, or even if it's Eddie V's, because I celebrated my birthday at Eddie V's last year. They all pretty much under the same food chain. I think Ruth Chris, Eddie V's, Capital Grill. There's 2 other spots that's connected with them too, but they all got like I think they're food. I mean, they sell like the steak and all that, but I think their menu might be similar in some ways, and then they got some different stuff too. But if you got one in your state, wherever you live at, nice date night, celebrate your birthday, or if you just want to choose a nice fine dining place to eat at. But a lot of people go there like for special occasions. Our waiter, he was very well spoken. Very attentive as well. He was good. But the only thing, when you first get there, now the valet parking was free, which was good. That was real good. But the only thing, when you first came to the table, you know how you go to a restaurant and they ask you, you know, they gonna start off with the you know, what kind of drink you want, wine, whatever, nice cocktail. They're gonna bring you out the bread. Like that French onion bread was good too. So he he gonna say, you want tap water or bottled water? So I'm like, water with lemon. We all said water with lemon. My son was like, the bottled water. So he had the bottle. He brought the bottled water out. And then my daughter gonna say, son, they're gonna charge you for that. They're gonna charge you for that. That bottled water ain't free. You know, you should have got, you know, when they say tap water, it make it sound like, you know, like from the sink or something. But the water be good. They probably get it from a fountain or something. So I always get water with lemon to start off with anyway. So he was like, my daughter told him, oh, they're gonna charge you for that. My son was like, yes, the guy, he said, How much is that? He said $8.50. I mean, he had already, you know, poured it anyway. I'm like, I looked at that receipt and I said, damn, they charging us for water. Well, nah, we ain't have to pay for our water. But I was like, son, you should just got the water. Well, $8.50 for a bottle of water. You should have kept the bottle. Because, listen, I'm like, damn, $8.50 for a bottle of water. It wasn't like this. I mean, you know, they're going to make it all fancy. I was just like, wow. But other than that, I mean, everything was, it was cool. Our seating where we were. And we wasn't in a private room because it wasn't a large party. But we wasn't in our own private room. But it was like a secluded area. And they had like 4 tables. So we wasn't like out in the opening. When we got, my reservations was for 6:30. They give you like a 15-minute grace period. But you got so many people pulling up. That valet parking. A lot of nice cars. A lot of people was with the valet parking. And then we we got out there, got inside. We still had to wait about a good, I'm gonna say, maybe about 10, 15 minutes to be seated. So that's when I took some pictures and stuff like that or whatever. But definitely a nice establishment. So a lot of times, you know, everybody's going to have their review and their opinion on something, you know, and they're entitled to. But don't let nobody discourage you from going somewhere because they had a bad experience or they didn't like something. You got to see it for yourself. And then make your choice from there. Because if you go off of every review and everything somebody say, you ain't gonna never go nowhere. You know, I mean, it is some red flags. If I'm in certain places. And this don't even have to be with restaurants. Just in general. Always see it for yourself. I mean, I do a lot of networking and researching on things anyway. And I take my notes for my own self. If I go somewhere and I don't like something, or the customer service is not good, I won't be back. But that'll be off my own experience, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was nice. Oh, man. Well, I usually always do dinner, and then I leave for vacation. But I've been so busy with work, so I'll just be going on vacation at a later date. But I'm definitely going somewhere. God's willing. I'm definitely going to get somewhere. And I should be outside the country right now. Usually I'm outside the country for my birthday. But like I said, God is in control. So I'll be booking at a later date. I done already ate, like, let me see, I don't know. Y'all might have kept count, but I didn't. Ooh. You know how it is with seafood. It can be messy. That's why I'm glad I'm eating them in the dining room, because you outside, them damn flies and stuff. You know how it is. In the summer, you put something on the grill or the barbecue, you're trying to enjoy your food. Them damn flies. You gotta light a torch out there, keep them away. Time going by so fast. So fast. I'm like, June 1st already. Halfway through the year. Like, remember the new year just came in. Now when that spice tickle the back of your throat. Ooh. And when I cook mine in a pot, you gotta have an OE. Get a 40. You know that the alcohol fades out anyway. It's just a flavor. I thought the 35 was big, a little bit bigger. As I told him, I ain't want the 30s, I wanted the 35. Well, he said it was like medium. Medium. And see, when they smaller, you'll eat them faster. I think it was about, what, 72 today? Oh, it was a little breezy earlier. But the sun was out. I wasn't really out really today, so. It's still my birthday weekend. If you a Gemini, list your birthday in the comment section. You are May, or June. He's so flavorful. I see a lot of the young kids going to proms. They look so nice. And graduating. Remember them days. My daughter graduated from college last year. She working. My son, he got one more year in college. My daughter, she'll be 24. And my son will be 23. And I am 44 years young. I just turned 44. Yeah, I got about what? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I don't play with no crabs, you hear me? Shoot. Well, I don't play with food, period. I love to cook. And I like to eat at some restaurants from time. You know, I'm all for trying new restaurants from time to time. But home cooked food is always better. But definitely like to try new spots. So I got, well, a good amount left, but it was only a dozen. I think, I don't know if they throw a little couple extra ones in. Let's see. Move the phone up a little bit so you can, try to adjust it. So you can see it. But I love a nice, peaceful Sunday. If they was bigger, I probably would have been almost. Well, I don't believe it. Well, you know what? Hold on. I would have been full, but then again, crabs don't really make me full. Mm. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Anybody cooking Sunday dinner? Oh, I had food left from yesterday. Lamb chops was a little big. I still have some lamb chops left, and spinach and some mashed potatoes. But I ate that earlier. Mm-hmm. Ooh. I think crabs you don't really get full. I mean, you can, especially if I get some shrimp with it. You can get full. You definitely can. Especially when they're real big and meaty. Now, everybody's appetite different. Crab eaters, if you know, you know. You can eat like a dozen or two on a good day. But if they big as hell, you might get full. And then if you got crab, shrimp, you eating like different seafood together, you definitely gonna get full. But I'm only eating the crabs by itself, so. You gotta have some good teeth to crack them things. It's wedding season. Wedding season. A lot of people getting married. Beautiful. God bless their union. God got somebody for everybody. When it's your time, and you find your person, you know. You will know. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Firm believer of that. Yes, but love is in the air. See all the beautiful brides, the groomsmen, they cleaner than some Christmas chitlins. Sharp, boy. Love is definitely in the air. I just love love. Love to see just genuine love, especially if I know you. You know? But just out looking in, it's just like, you know, you don't never know about, you don't know everybody's story. You know, you look online, you see everything glowing, but you don't know their story. But if you know them personally, you know, it's genuine. And see, I was always for marriage, you know. I think everybody deserves somebody, you know. I'm trying to break my teeth. Everybody deserves love. But don't settle for it, though. Because there's somebody out there that will appreciate you and give you the world and won't waste no time. A real man he won't string you along for years and years. He'll date you, court you, propose to you, and marry you. It don't take long. I mean, to each his own, though. We got some men that are casual dating, and hey, when you're single, you're free to do what you want to do. But the men that are dating with a purpose, they know what I'm talking about, and they looking for their life partner. They don't take long. When they found the one, ladies, you come across a real man, you're gonna know. Ain't gonna be no confusion, ain't no guessing. You're gonna know. Because men lead with action. You will know. Because he'll show you. And I mean, sometimes marriage is not in the cards. It may not be for everybody. You know, I mean, I don't think nobody should die alone. But, you know, it ain't for everybody sometimes. Some people are comfortable being a girlfriend for a long time. Some men are comfortable being a boyfriend. That's their preference. You know what I mean? If you like it, I love it. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not married. you know. And like I said, if it's meant for me to get married, it'll happen on God's time. But I ain't forcing, rushing, none of that. Because we all have our blessings. You know what I mean? Never want what somebody else got. You know, God bless them with it, and God will bless you. Just gotta wait patiently. And just, you know, weddings are nice. You know what I mean? Very expensive, but nice. And you know, some, you know, how can I word it? Some people, hold on. Some people want to get married to have a wedding. And you have some that actually want to be, you have some men that want to be husbands and not just looking for a wife. And you have some women that want to be a wife and not just looking for a husband. But for the ones that see others and they have these extravagant weddings and everything is one big party, beautiful, venue nice, everything. That's a choice. If you choose to have a luxury wedding and is in a budget, to each his own. Some people have big weddings. Some people do small, intimate weddings. Is whatever your preference is. But just my opinion, don't get so wrapped up in a big wedding because you don't want to go in debt for other people. And always invite people that are close to you and have the best interest at heart and really got love for you. Can't be inviting anybody to the wedding. Co-workers, people you don't know, absolutely not. And even them family members that you ain't heard from in over a year. Because some family members think they entitled to just get an invite. No, no, no. All relatives don't get invited. I mean, sometimes it's not that it's personal. It's the fact that if you have a budget, you got to stick to it. It's just that simple. Everybody can't come. Now, I mean, if you're not close with people, then obvious, why would you be sending them an RSVP? I mean, your special day is not a meet and greet or a family reunion. It's your wedding day. So, everybody that's there, your bridal party, and family and friends that you are in touch with on a regular basis. And they are genuinely happy for you. Because some people fail to realize is, this ain't even birthday dinners. Sometimes when you're having on private birthday dinners, you got to pay for folks. Put a deposit down. But if it's just something spare of the moment, then, everybody for themselves. But with weddings, if you having it at a upscale venue place, you're not like, you rent out a hall, you can kind of, have however many people that the capacity allows. But when you're having it at these high-end venues, they have packages. And that's the whole purpose of when you're sending out them RSV invitations. You need people to send them back by a certain date. So they, you can do your seating. Now, things happen. Some things are out of our control. Things happen. If you ain't getting married until 18 months from, however the time frame is when you send out the invites, people got more than enough time to send them back. Anything can happen before that wedding. Things come up. That's totally understandable. But for somebody to RSVP, say they coming, you count them in. You never know. It could be like $200 a plate or something. Because, weddings, you basically, you're paying for everybody to eat and drink. And you notice, like, weddings cost so much money. It takes so long to plan a wedding. But it only takes about a half an hour to really say your vows and get married. Yeah. Some people don't understand that you have to pay for these folks to eat. And even if you got a limited bar, your own private DJ, you got to pay for all that. So when people send invitations back and then don't show, and then the ones that you couldn't invite because of the budget, they would have been the ones to come. So now you have to still pay for that no call, no show. So you got to choose wisely. That's why you can't just be inviting everybody. I looked all into that wedding planning, and I was like, you know what? Everything ain't for everybody. But when you know your circle of friends and your loved ones, the ones that show up for you all the time, you really ain't got no worries, because they're going to be there. The iffy ones is the ones you got to watch out for. And they're the ones that shouldn't even got an invitation anyway. Because you don't really talk to them on a regular basis. But, like I said, marriage is sacred. It's a beautiful thing. And I believe, even myself, all women are worthy. But everybody is not marriage material. I mean, ladies don't never think you're not good enough. But I'm just saying, everybody's not marriage material. Some men and women. But it's a beautiful thing when you can come together and unite. Because I'm sure we all have had some bad apples. But just because you had one, don't mean there ain't nobody out there for you. What they say, you gotta you gotta kiss a few frogs before you get a prince. Because nobody perfect. I'm gonna tell you that now. But it's just certain boundaries you gotta stand on and mean what you say and say what you mean. And always remember, no is a complete sentence. You can tell somebody no with no explanation, especially when you're grown. But like I said, it's somebody for everybody. Some people ain't ready. You know what I mean? You got to work on yourself. Make sure you're in a good place before you think about a serious commitment. But yes, indeed. Congratulations to all the graduates 2025 and all the brides and the grooms. God bless you. But I'll say this. God is good and he do answer prayers. So pray for what you want because he's listening. And in the meantime, work on yourself. Live life. Do whatever makes you happy. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I made, if I got this t-shirt on. I got about what? Let me see. Look. Look. This. A claw. I was, listen, talking and eating at the same time. Seafood, you gotta eat it. You can't play around. And like I said in the beginning of the video, a dozen ain't nothing to a crab eater anyway. Mm. Mm. I was gonna go live, but then I said, no, I ain't gonna go live. June 1st. Wow. I'm beasting out. Beast mode. Straight beast mode. I am a foodie. I don't play around. I don't play around. Finish up these little bit of crabs. Shower. Relax. I should have picked me up some wine. My Stella wine. That's my favorite, original black. See these little legs? I just bite on them. Well, there ain't much meat in them. That juice squirted all the way over there on my arm and on the table. I said, let me go out, get on here and a little chit chat while I eat these crabs real quick. Oh, you gotta be careful with them damn things. They done crack my tooth. I'll show y'all some. That's the best part, the body. Them claws, unless they big, they have some meat in them. But other than that, see this one? I'm telling you, them other ones, if you look at my other video, them crabs is huge. Some more meat. Listen, that's all flavor. Down to one more. All right. Last one. Excuse me. Never stop. With meat, a lot of meat. Yeah, this last little one. Son. You put on, you hear me? In the room. Son. Come here. You know what? Come here. Say hello.
Who that?
No, I'm on the YouTube. Just say hello. Say hello to. They can't. You talk. Bend down, son.
What's the word, yo? Brewski in the cut.
Oh my goodness, son. Oh yeah.
Too easy.
I'm just done. I just wanted you to say hi to my YouTube.
Shout out to Big Brewski, LaSalle commit, man. Tune in this year, man. It's gonna be real fun and exciting.
Yeah, he
Number 24.
played basketball. So something. How tall are you, son?
6'8".
Oh, you 6'8"?
6'9".
Yes, 6'9". Yeah, these wasn't that big, son.
Right.
I'm just about done. All right. Well, guys, I'm done. I ate the whole thing. About to get myself all cleaned up and relax. What is that?
The key to bounce, honey roasted peanuts. Trying to tell you, if you know, you know.
Are they the ones you just got them, or are they the ones that was in there?
In there already.
Love them honey roasted peanut. So funny. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and have a good night.